everybody. Thank you for joining me at Lori Houston Art. How are you today? It's a beautiful Saturday morning early. I'm up here with my coffee and decided to do a flower pot. I had no color scheme palette in mind. I went over to my shelf and said, okay, what paints do I have? We are going to be using some beautiful Arteza Bordeaux Red. I've got some Tri-Art, just a little bit left, Quinacridone Red. Then I've got some Amsterdam Quinacridone Rose. I have some Charvin Julia Pink. And then I'm going to squirt the top with, I have a little bit of my Creative Inspirations Payne's Gray, and I have just a little bit of my the Gold Flash Modern Masters. And we're going to swipe today. I have not used this golden Titan buff that I've had mixed up. And we are going to make the petals with Black by Blick. Yep, so just regular old black with Blick. And all my paints are pre-mixed in these bottles that I get at the dollar store. And okay, so I mix them 2.5 to 3 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint. Okay, so I'm going to try to keep you in view. You can see the swipe line here. Just because I didn't want to set my camera up, my camera up on the ladder. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to start with some good old Bordeaux Red. This is pretty much just a standard flower pop until I do the flowers. I won't know. We've got some of this Quinacridone Red. I love Tri-Art. These are the fluid paints. They're so beautiful, vibrant. I wish I had more of that made. All right, let's see how this Julia Pink Charvin. This is a real pretty color too, and this is the last of it. I just had mixed it up and decided to use it. All right, we've got our Amsterdam Quinacridone Rose. I love when I have my paints already pre-mixed and just easy peasy. All right, pretty. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put some of the gold in here. Not sure how it's gonna do, but we're gonna find out. Okay. I'm gonna put the blue on top. I'm gonna come back with some Bordeaux. Okay, I'm going to use the rest, I think, of this. I love Tri-Art paints. And you can get, Fluid Art Co. is going to be selling their liquid paints. Okay. All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna do this blue. Not a lot. I'm trying to get some contrast, that's all. Gosh, that looks good, doesn't it? All right, we're gonna just move the paints. They're not as thin as I typically. Now remember what I said. I said that I just grabbed these off the shelf, literally. So what that means is I didn't add any more water. I typically, when I'm mixing my paints, I do add water. This just reminds me of like raspberry jam. Yum. So they're thicker, which I don't know if that's going to be to our benefit or not. Gosh, luscious colors. I'm not gonna, I like the variation here, so I'm not going to really cover some of these edges. I'm not going to, sorry, distracted here, spread it with a spreader like I normally do with the cake spreader. I'm just gonna let it be. I do see a spot here though. Yeah, I'm gonna go through in any of my bare spots. I see a couple there. Let's use some of the Charvin. Oops, that's a little bit more fluid. Thought I saw a bare spot, maybe not. Oh yeah, I did, right there. There, here, 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 here. Okay. I'm just covering these bare canvas spots, so when I swipe it doesn't leave a gap. Just what I wanted to do. Wanted to use all of that. I think it looks good. Okay, we're going to, let me cover these up. I'm done with these colors. I'm going to move them out of the way so that we have plenty of room to swipe. Again, I've just decided I always use, you know, pretty black, white, primary colors when I swipe. So I thought, hey, I have a whole bottle of this Titan Buff. Why not use it? All right, I'm actually gonna take the cap off and I'm gonna start over here. And I always pour and let it push, pretty thick line. Let it push the paint so that I don't drag any of the colors into my swipe line. Doesn't always work that way, but it's nice when it does. Okay, put the cap back on, squeeze. Okay, there we go. All right, we've got a really good thick swipe line. So now, let me get a glove. I think I'm gonna move this up just a bit, right here. You can still see, and you can see the bottom. I'm gonna swipe like this and pray I do it without messing this up because it's so pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, wipe my hands off good. And let's see. I think I'm gonna use a paper towel. So I gotta have a paper towel that is gonna be wide enough. Nope, not wide enough. So that means I'm gonna need 3. It's very hard. Yep, 3 paper towels, the thin paper towels, so it's going to really sink into the paint when I do this. You know, I'm just dampening the paper towel so it will cling to my surface. Let's move our torch out of the way. Let's move anything that's going to stop me from swiping all the way. Okay, here we go. We're gonna lay the paper towel very taut up in this. Let it sit. That was a good one. You don't want any gaps. Wherever there's gaps is where you're gonna have a gap in your paint. I see one. There we go. All right. Whoa, almost dropped it. You ready? Let's pull. Very careful, very gentle. Okay, good. Okay, nice. Let it go right over the edge. There we go. Okay, that looks great. All right, to make this move, let's just put a little paint here, kind of like a flow extender, so that it runs off good. There we go. Gives it something to grab onto, to run it off. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. corner. Okay, let's go over to this corner. I think I see a goober. I'm just trying to, I can't really, there we go, I see. Yep. All right, almost. A little bit more in that corner. Okay, that's what's hard when I don't have it like this when I'm painting, but that's okay. I have a very large table, and I actually have a painting over there drying, and it's dry. It's just in its last couple hours, and I should have moved it, but that's okay. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this down. I got to straighten this up. I don't want these edges to be crooked like that. Okay, so I love this for the bottom, I've decided. And what about something that's kind of like a wave looking vine, and leave that up there? It's beautiful. So we could start with maybe a flower that, a bunch of flowers, and it goes around into a smaller vine of none. That's what we're gonna do. All right, very nervous. Turn this light back on, and we're gonna start, so what I said, a cluster of flowers here. We're gonna start right about here, because we're gonna do a cluster. So I'm gonna start with that. There we go. Got my Puffy 2000. Okay, remember, we're gonna do a cluster. So right about here. Okay. Okay, perfect. And then probably right about here. All right. Okay. Okay, then we're gonna do here and here. Because I said we're gonna go like that. Okay. I'm wondering if I should go ahead and draw the stem so I know what I'm doing, because, all right, I'm gonna do that. Let me grab. we are going to add just a few extra touches to these flowers where it looks a little bit bare. Add some more stems, and then I am going to bring you down for a close-up. See you there. Okay, let's go down for a close-up. I knew right away that I was going to name this Jam and Biscuits. It looks like biscuits over jam. Wait till you see this top. Look at this flower. And here is your blueberry, your blackberry, your raspberry jam, maybe a little strawberry in there, all the way over to this corner. Oh my goodness. I am trying to experiment more and more with my flower pops. I love this one. This one is so unique. Even when you have a boo-boo, where I dragged my glove in it, it just is abstract and beautiful. I hope you love Jam and Biscuits as much as I do. And I cannot wait to show you the dried results. I am gonna bring you down just to see. Here's how I did that flower, the colors. I am in love with these colors. Did very well. I love that top cluster, beautiful. Okay, let's see the dried results. See you there. Okay, here it is. It dried just like the wet results, vibrant. Jam and Biscuits. I absolutely love this flower pop. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I would love to see you come back, like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you again, everyone. Take care. Till next time.